going to hit that hay so hard I'll break all the windows in Los Angeles.
Sure was one dull trip. Not even a flat tire. Hey, ain't you going to shift into law?
I want to get rid of this elephant fast.
Me too, but what about the regulations? Rule 4 says that all drivers in the employ of this company must, on pain of instant dismissal, shift into low gear while on a downgrade.
Not little Stevie when he's on his way home. That was written by an office driver.
You got 26 tons of barbed wire pushing you.
The harder it pushes, the faster we get home.
All right, mister, you're driving.
Grab your hat.
Funny, huh? There's a company spotter around here. We'll both get booted right out of our jobs.
Let them boot. I'll open that garage I've been planning.
They can boot me right into a nice soft bed. I got a week's sleep coming.
A nice, dirty garage with guys hammering on fenders and spraying grease all over everything. That's the life. Well, there's your spotter.
Well, maybe I'll get me a special built bed. That's it. A special built bed. With springs like a Swiss watch and mattresses piled 3 deep, one on top of the other.
Hey, you guys.
When you own a garage, you're a real human being, not a monkey on a pile of traveling canned goods.
With your stomach full of bad coffee and your nose full of rocks.
Listen here, you guys.
Hello, friend. Bill, I want you to meet the man who's going to free us. Mr. Purvis? What'd you say your name is?
Welcome, brother, welcome.
You had it up to 65.
72? 72 right on the dot.
You can't get away with that. You're fired.
Thanks. What'd you say your name is?
Thanks, brother, thanks.
See you at the freight depot.
No! You're through right now. Get out.
Wait a minute. You don't get no truck unless you sign a receipt for it, my good boy.
Receipt? What do you mean?
How do we know you ain't a crook trying to hijack us? You won't tell us your name.
Yeah, and you might have stole that company cab.
That's right. He's got mean little eyes. I don't trust him.
Come on, sign. There, that's all right.
Frank, take this thing in. Come on.
Hey, what is this? Drive slowly and carefully, please, and drop us off at Riley's Cafe. Forward, my man. Go on, boy.
Still on that gravy hole, Jake?
No, I'm doing goat chumps. Hey, Kennedy, that Hansling in Monterey's looking for you.
Tell her I got run over. 7 crates of shoes for Goldberg's store. Plowing a disc car for the Hobart Ranch. 600 pounds of spuds for the CCC camp. What became of them sardines? Hey, you ain't stole that fish.
What do you think I am, a seal? She gave it to me for good luck.
Well, how is it working?
This trip we had 4 flat tires, a ticket in Ventura, and landed up in a ditch.
Throw it away before you get killed.
Now I want to give it a chance. Hey, what do you do, drink Byrd for breakfast?
Yeah, and orange juice for supper. That's the trucking business.
It's hardly human.
No, but it pays good.
The lining of your stomach holds out, you'll be rich.
Hiya, Kennedy. Hello, Jake.
Hello, boys. How are you?
You guys are early.
Congratulate us, boys. We're fired.
Fired? No kidding. What happened, Steve?
Spotter catch you?
No, we caught a spotter. And we told him what he could do with his truck, barbed wire and all.
And did he burn? If I'd have known how much fun it was, I'd have quit years ago.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to hibernate like a groundhog and come out in the spring and look for my shadow.
From now on, I'm going to be a gentleman with my feet on the ground, not a punch-drunk gorilla on wheels, pushing a jalopy load of junk up a mountain and across Cactus Flats.
Well, fella's got to earn a living.
Sure, but jockeying a crate ain't living. I'm going to be a businessman, open up my own garage, wear a stiff collar on Sundays.
You'll be back in the trucks. They're in your blood.
Not mine. I've got a few $100 saved up and... I mean, when you ride the trucks, you can't even meet your girl like a normal person. Got to be 8 a.m. instead of p.m. Who can make love at breakfast? Now, there's a girl that knows what I'm talking about. She's smart. She wouldn't have anything to do with a guy who spends his nights traveling.
Or any other guy she doesn't know.
Of course, now that I'm going to open up my own garage,
Thank you.
live like a gentleman,
Some sugar, please.
I'll have more time for a pretty little girl.
And some cream.
Girls appreciate ambition and personality and, ask me to sing.
Huh?
Ask me to sing, you sap.
Oh, sing, yeah. Hey, Steve, how about giving up?
Oh, well, you know, not in front of all these people. Ask me louder.
Hey, Steve, how about a song to celebrate our quitting the trucks?
Well, if all you men insist, sure. Danger ahead. You're out of luck if you drive a truck and the darn thing runs amok. Danger ahead. You stop and go and you never know when you're gonna need a tow. Like Jack and Jill, it's up the hill and down the hill and then just when you think you've earned the rest, you've got to roll again. No brake, no clutch, no spare. Too much. You think you're driving the truck, but the truck is driving you crazy. Don't get me wrong. I like the feel of a spinning wheel, and I'm really well content rolling along. I like to load and I like to haul, and besides it pays the rent. I'm known in every coffee pot in half a dozen states. I have to put myself to sleep by counting license plates. Whoa, I want my bed. Instead, we're heading for danger ahead. Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along. Merrily we roll along. On a Sunday and a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Don't get me wrong. I like the fog and I like the rain, and I'm really well content rolling along. I like to load and I like to haul, and besides it pays the rent. There's only me and my jalopy, and we're awfully proud. We never bother with the girls, 'cause three would be a crowd. Oh, I want my bed. Instead, we're heading for danger ahead.
Pardon me. You know a driver named Steve Hackett?
Sure. Right over there.
Thank you.
Well, if you ask me, Stevie, you're slipping.
Just give me time.
Pardon me. You're Steve Hackett?
Yeah, I'm Hackett. Why?
I'd like to speak to you privately.
What for?
It's very important.
Whatever it is you're selling, I don't want any.
This is important, Mr. Hackett.
Hey, what's your racket?
You're going to take a load to Indian Head tonight.
You're crazy. I quit. Haven't you heard? It's in all the headlines. Steve Hackett quits the trucking business.
Hey, that's some pup you got there. You're new around here, ain't you?
Listen to me. You're taking a load to Indian Head tonight. Thousands of lives may depend upon the trip you're going to make. I want you to...
Say, who are you?
That's not important. What is important are the lives at stake. And did you get that load to Indian Head on time?
I don't get it. What is this song and dance you're trying to give me?
I can't tell you. Because the word got out, it might cause a panic. We've got to keep it absolutely secret. Even the police can't be told.
Sounds like a lot of baloney to me. What have I got to do with it?
Hey, you don't go for me much, do you?
I want
Take it
to warn
easy.
you against...
Wait a minute.
I ain't gonna.
Lay off, monkey.
What do you think you're cutting?
You.
Operator, give me the police, quick. I don't know the number. Please, miss, please. The police.
Hey, Steve, Riley's called the cops. Come on, come on. Look who's here. Cab, cab. Come on. Get out of here.
What are you waiting for? Move!
You sure are a handy guy to have around.
Never had better service in my life. Hey, how'd you like to work for us?
Why, you...
You're hired. Drive us through the park, will you?
If the boss didn't want to see you guys, I'd drive you straight to a police station.
The boss? What does he want with us?
We're not high hat. We don't have to be fired by the president.
No, any mug will do. Even you, Sonny. Go on, drive us, drive us, drive us.
We of the West Coast freight lines, who travel the arteries of commerce, bringing the lifeblood of materials to the cities and culture to the little back communities. We are the modern heirs of the prairie schooner, the pony express, and the iron horse. To some, the trucking business may appear as a humdrum matter of cabbages and sealing wax. But to us who follow the great highways, it is an ever-surprising adventure, a saga of heroic deeds.
To us, it's $50 a week.
Yeah, 25 of it goes for soap, and we're never clean.
Although history may never record the exploits of the brave men who guide our trucks, to those who know them, who know of their courage and their loyalty, no soldier, be he Napoleon or Wellington, will evoke more admiration.
Some spieler, huh?
Yeah, when I get my garage, I'll put him in charge of the greasing department.
And now, gentlemen, although your records are none too good, in fact are full of fines and broken regulations, I recognize you as two of my bravest employees.
Ex-employees, Mr. Davis. We don't work here anymore.
Evidently, I haven't impressed you with the seriousness of the mission I want you to undertake.
What kind of mission?
There's a $1,000 bonus in it for you if you get a truck to Indian Head on time.
Indian Head. Where'd I hear that name before?
I don't know where you heard that name before, but I know where I've heard of $1,000.
The load is at the dock waiting.
I got it. That guy in Riley's. Hey, what is this Indian Head gag anyway? What are we carrying?
Lettuce.
What's the matter? They all on a diet?
Oh, come on, Steve. For $1,000, I'd carry a load of fertilizer. Let's go.
With an emergency job like this, you'd think those guys would make sure the motor was working right. Hear that loose tappet?
Oh, that won't hold us up. I'll fix it the first time we stop. Hey, what's the matter, Steve? Aren't you enjoying the romance of the road, the glamour of the trucking business?
I was just thinking, that Davis is no fool.
I'm not so sure about that. All the lettuce in this truck ain't worth $1,000.
That's what's bothering me. I should have listened to that guy that wanted to tell me something in Riley's.
Ah, he was just a nut.
Maybe so. He knew we were going to take a load to Indian Head before we did.
Maybe he read it in the tea leaves. You know, these fortune teller guys get awful good sometimes.
I wonder if there's anything in that stuff about thousands of lives.
Sure, we're just like Lindbergh carrying the serum to Alaska that time.
Yeah, only we're taking lettuce in a truck.
Well, maybe a new disease broke out. That's it. They're dying like flies for the want of a lettuce and tomato sandwich. Hey, look.
Looks like that romance part is beginning.
Hey, there's another one. Let's see what he's hauling. Come on.
Here they come.
Yeah, and there goes our $1,000. Come on.
Hey, what's the big idea? What are you carrying?
Lettuce.
That's fine. We're stopping all lettuce trucks. There's a strike on. But we've got to get come on. We'll
Hey, you guys keep
Get
him.
him.
Get him. Oh, what do you... Some lettuce. Roman candles.
You dope, that's dynamite.
Get on that truck and get out of here fast.
We'll be seeing you. Not if we can help it.
Gave away your show.
What do you mean?
Oh, you scaring those guys with that dynamite gag.
That was no gag.
Well, I ought to know a Roman candle when I see one. I set off enough of them last 4th of July.
The box they threw over blew up, didn't it?
You mean to tell me we're carrying 26 tons of dynamite? Woo, and for $1,000. That guy Davis is a crook.
Welcome to Lizard Springs, my friend.
Thanks, J. Carroll. Can we fill up?
Lizard Springs is located midway between the North and South Magnetic Poles. This scientific fact makes Lizard Springs a place where those suffering from the nervous disorders of the big city can obtain their perfect equilibrium through the pressure brought to bear by the North and the South Pole. As soon as the necessary financing can be arranged by my bankers, a city of delightful homes and gardens will arise on this spot. A beautiful casino with games of chance, where he who will may risk his fortune at baccarat or chemin de fer. Romantic bridle paths will wind their leisurely way beneath beautiful old oaks. Tennis courts.
How much?
Too much. 25. Every convenience that the heart or mind might desire. Luxuries that only the mind of a Nero could conceive will be provided by J. Carroll Malloy.
Hasn't he got any relatives or anything?
They probably bought him the station. But don't get J. Carroll Malloy wrong. They're the fellows that built this country. First thing you know, we'll have to detour around Lizard Springs.
Yeah.
See if there's anything about Indian Head in the paper.
Yeah, maybe we can find out what the dynamite's for. Here it is. Doings in Indian Head.
Read it.
Miss Sophie Burgess of Ottsville brought some tulip bulbs as a gift to her brother-in-law, Jake Burgess, who has quite a garden in back of his barber shop on Main Street. Hope they all grow like orchids, Jake.
Jake isn't going to use dynamite to make holes for those bulbs.
Mrs. Frank Glotz, wife of the eminent
Taxidermist?
No, it must be taxi driver. And hardware man, expects a baby soon.
That's wrong, too.
Yeah, they're all like that in here. Nothing makes any sense. There's a guy with a date.
Sunday driver.
Monday funeral. He stopped it anyway.
Yeah.
Stop! Stop! Mama, that man's here again.
This time I'm going to listen.
I'm going along to make sure you get the Indian Head. Move over.
Wait a minute.
Just who are you and what's this all about?
We're wasting time. I'll explain as we go along. Go ahead.
They got him. Those guys better be careful. If they hit this dynamite, it's too bad.
If we can make the next turn, we'll be all right.
I'm not worried, Steve. Maybe the whole thing's a gag.
They don't have to kill a guy to play jokes on us. It's not that hard to make laugh.
You know, I think I got a clue. Maybe that guy Davis is sorry about the $1,000 he offered us and is doing all this stuff to try to keep us from collecting it.
Take your nap, will you? What worries me is the quiet. We passed over a lot of bridges and they didn't even blow up.
Hey, those guys are criminals. We ought to tell the cops.
That's what I'm going to do when we hit the next town, if we hit it. We've got 40 miles of desert first. Why don't you get some sleep?
Oh, I'm afraid I'll have a nightmare.
Hey, what's that car doing up ahead?
Where? Maybe it's a plant.
You're right. Why should a car stop around here?
There's nobody behind the wheel.
Probably crouched down in the back seat.
You gonna run by?
No, that guy hit us through the window, sure. Hang on.
Wasn't anybody in it. Oh, yes, there was, and boy, is she sore.
Gee. Uh-oh.
You clumsy fool, you ruined my car.
Well, if it isn't, say, what are you doing here?
It's a free country, isn't it? Or do I have to get your permission before I travel on this road?
Oh, well, I'm sorry about your car. I thought that...
You're sorry. You deliberately ran into my car, and you're sorry.
Well, it was a mistake.
Road hog.
Well, you were parked out in the middle of the road out...
I suppose it's my fault.
Well, not exactly,
Well,
but...
thanks.
I'm trying to explain that this isn't an ordinary trip we're making. We've got to get that load to Indian Head. Thousands of lives depend upon it.
There aren't 1,000 people in that town.
There aren't, huh? Well, I can't figure it out myself, but it's the truth. There are guys trying to stop us that won't hesitate at anything, even murder. That's why we ran you down. We thought it was an ambush, and we...
How do you expect people to believe that story? You're crazy.
No, it's the truth, you see. Oh, well, what's the use? We're sorry, and the company will pay for the car.
You bet they will. And you're going to jail.
Well, wait till we finish the trip. I know you don't believe it, and it sounds crazy, but give us a chance. Anyway, what were you doing parked out in this deserted spot? The last time I saw you...
We'd stopped for coffee. Well, we didn't spend the day there, and we got this far, and then Butch wanted to stop.
Butch. Is that Butch?
Yes.
Now, come on, we'll give you a lift.
Oh, no, you won't. I won't ride with lunatics.
Come on, we can't let you stay out here.
Well, that's just what you're going to do.
Oh, let her stay here.
I'm afraid to. Somebody will give her a lift, and she'll tell the cops. It'll take hours to explain to a yokel sheriff. We'll never get there. Come on, put her in.
All right, all right.
Ouch! Let me go! Let me
Get
go!
in there and
Let me-
shut up.
Now listen, lady, be reasonable.
Reasonable?
We don't mean you no harm.
Do we look like a couple of thugs?
Yes.
I know our story doesn't sound so good, but it's the truth, and you've got to believe it.
What I believe is that you escaped from an insane asylum and stole this truck. And I'm going to make you suffer for it. Don't do that. You give him a disease, dog poisoner.
Now, look, lady, we're just riding along here nice and quiet. Please don't...
We'll pay for the car. After all, an accident isn't a crime.
No, but kidnapping is. You see that? Well, when we crossed that line, it became a federal offense, and that means hanging.
Oh, relax. All right, then have it your way. We're thieves, kidnappers, murderers.
And dog poisoners.
Do you feel like this better?
Seriously, how do you expect people to believe that story you told me?
All we want is a chance to prove it's true. Don't make any trouble until we've delivered this load, and you can have us arrested or do anything you want. Otherwise, we'll have to gag and tie you.
Oh. All right.
Promise?
That's better. Now, you can smile, little girl. You're riding with a couple of regular guys. Everything's going to be all right. Come on, smile.
Don't you want me to sing, too?
Well, if you get a nice hot number, why not?
Sure, I'll bet you'd be awfully nice.
Thanks. But not riding on top of a load of dynamite.
Dynamite? How do you know we're carrying dynamite?
You told me yourself.
I don't remember that.
Well, you did back there on the road.
Maybe I did.
Well, that's why I didn't believe your story. What does Indian Head want with tons of dynamite?
We don't know.
All we know, lady, is that we get $1,000 reward if we get there on time.
That's what makes us so sure it isn't a fake.
You must want that 1,000 awfully badly.
We do. He's going to buy a garage, and I'm going to get some sleep.
It isn't only the money. We're trying to do a job. People's lives are at stake.
I suppose you'd do it even if there were no reward.
Yeah.
Lady, underneath that rough exterior beats the heart of a Boy Scout.
Well, from what I've heard, it beats pretty feebly.
Hey, those guys again.
Nope, it's a flat. It's your turn.
Can't we make her do it?
Sure, I'll hold the truck up while you put the wheel under.
Pull up under those trees. I'm going to need some shade.
Well, boys, anything wrong?
Oh, no. We do this just so guys like you will stop and ask fool questions.
I don't think you've got that jack set up right. I was watching them over Slim's garage, and I seen the way
Will
they
you
go...
get out of here?
Oh, no offense, mister. Kind of hot work, ain't it?
Yeah, I could use a cold drink.
You could use one. Say, the next joint we hit, I'm going to get a barrel a mile high, and on the company, too.
You'll hit one a little down the road.
All right, mister, thanks.
Oh, that's all right. So long.
Thanks for not squealing, kid.
Oh, boy.
Come on. You better watch the truck. I'll bring you your beer.
Root beer, please.
2 beers, not root, 1 to take out. You always take him with you?
Yes, he likes me.
You know, they tell me those dogs are pretty smart. Well, happy landings.
Good, huh?
You turn it on and off like he does that beer tap, don't you?
What?
That woman stuff. Well, don't get me wrong. I like it.
You keep that man stuff going all the time, don't you?
Sure, but I'm honest. The quiet out-of-doors type. I don't hide my feelings.
Like Tarzan, huh? But try hiding him once in a while. It would be less monotonous.
I wouldn't know how. I'm bluff, hardy, slow to anger, but like a tiger when aroused. You know the type?
Yeah, I've seen them in the zoo.
I hope you haven't slipped anything into my beer.
Hello, Sheriff. Hello, Hank.
Out looking for crooks, Sheriff?
Yeah.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Sheriff, I'm being kidnapped.
But you said, what's this all about, young lady?
They deliberately ran into my car and forced me to go with them.
It's a mistake. Somebody's trying to stop us from getting to Indian.
That's enough, young man. Did you force this girl to ride in your truck?
Well, yes, but it was...
Save it for the judge. Go get the guy on the truck.
Okay, Chief.
Let me call my
You
boss.
can call him later on from the police station. Come on, get going. You two.
Nice going.
I only promised because you made me.
Yeah.
What is this, a stick-up?
They're the law. She told them we tried to kidnap her.
I hope you made her pay for her own drink. Go on, get in the car, all 3 of you.
At least let me call my company so they can pick up their truck.
You can do that later on. Hey,
Yes?
drive the truck down to the police station.
All right, Sheriff.
Make them give you receipts. Go on.
Go on. Listen, who's that guy you turned the truck over to? You got no right.
I just made him a deputy.
What did you expect me to do, ride all night on the truck? I only promised because I couldn't help myself.
All right, forget it.
Well, if your story's straight, nothing will happen to you.
Say, where is this police station?
Oh, just a couple miles down the road.
This road don't lead nowhere.
Well, it's a shortcut.
To what?
What are you, sheriff of?
That's enough out of you, young fella.
Let me see your badge.
Sure. Here's my badge.
Sheriffs don't carry automatics.
Well, this one does.
Oh, we're hijacked, huh?
That's enough out of you, too.
Nice crowd you go with.
But they are police.
Don't give me that baby stare. You're working with them. All right, you won. But tell me, what do you want with that dynamite? What's it for? Why all the rust up to get it?
Listen, wise guy. I told you to shut up. Well, shut up or you'll get hurt. Bad.
Dynamite! Jump!
Crazy fools, don't they know a fuse won't set it off? Well, it wouldn't even go off if...
Not much it won't.
Now stop so we can get rid of her.
It'll take another stick of dynamite for that.
Please, I didn't know they weren't officers. Don't make me get out with them.
I don't believe you.
But it's the truth. I didn't believe you either. Don't make me get out with them. Take me to a town.
All right. Swing left, we'll hit the highway. Hey, that truck looks sort of familiar.
Ah, it belongs to that circus we saw the other side of Lizard Springs.
What are you going to do now?
That's our business.
We ought to call the office.
Yeah, stop at the next gas station.
You're going to have a lot of fun telling Davis about this.
I know. You have a telephone?
Yep, right around there.
Sure is tough on him. I'd have just blown the door in, but he really wants that garage.
I guess it's my fault. But really, I had to.
Ah, dame's a dame. You're all alike.
I don't suppose you'll ever forgive me.
Don't worry, he won't.
Hello, West Coast? This is Steve Hackett. Let me talk to Mr. Davis, please. Mr. Davis, please. Hello, Mr. Davis? This is Hackett. I just wanted to tell you that... everything is swell, just swell.
Well, are we fired again?
I didn't tell him. Remember that loose tappet?
In our motor?
Yes.
Sure, it tapped all the way out.
So did the motor in that truck that just passed.
Well, that's it. Come on, let's get him. Something hit me, boy. Well, you got them both, huh?
Yeah.
Nice going. Where's the dame?
She's probably hiding out around here somewhere.
What do we do about it?
Let's leave her with her pals.
Okay, let's roll. I guess that's what Davis meant by romance of the road, huh?
Yeah, he can have it.
Boy, I thought for a minute, when that guy hit me, I was going to get my long sleep right then and there.
You're not safe yet. We still have 110 miles to go.
Wonder what their next move will be.
How do I know?
Yeah, we got rid of that dame anyway.
I wonder if that was a mistake.
Kind of like that dog of hers, but we're not going back for either one of them.
She was an awfully good-looking gal.
Ah, looks in a dame don't mean nothing. I saw one's picture in the paper just a week ago. Boy, she was a honey. Eyes like oysters and dimples you could sink a dime in. You know what they pinched her for? For killing 15 guys, and one of them was her own man.
There's still some questions I'd like to ask her.
We're not going back.
You don't have to.
How come you didn't shoot us in the back?
I haven't got a gun.
Well, you probably got a knife about you. Come on, get on here. Here.
Butch, how can you live with a woman like that?
But I thought they were real police.
Yeah. You guessed this truck had dynamite in it.
But I did...
Don't try to alibi anything. We're not that dumb. You're in this thing 100%. But what I want to know is why.
But I'm not.
All right, then. If you want to keep on lying, the only reason we're letting you stay in this truck is to keep you from starting anything else. And you're not getting out of here until this load's been delivered.
A story as old as the hills. The moment, dear, that you appear, my life has a million thrills. Make my daydreams all come true. Put a happy ending to a story as old as the hills.
The words are familiar. I've heard them before. I may not believe them, but tell me some more. For each little word you reveal still carries that age-old appeal.
I love you so, I need you so.
A story as old as the hills.
My heart repeats each time it beats.
A story as old as the hills.
The moment, dear, that you appear, my life holds a million new thrills.
Make my daydreams all come true. Put a happy ending to a story as old as the hills.
I sing to keep myself awake.
Yeah, and everybody else, too.
It's been some trip. I never want to make another one like it.
You know, I was thinking
What?
that sometimes two perfectly honest people hurt each other by trying to do what they both think is right.
I guess so.
I don't want you to feel that I'm...
What?
Oh, let's talk about the garage.
I'd rather talk about us.
Not now, please.
Look, I can tell a cop off. I know a lot of words for that. But I don't know the words for what you make me feel.
I'm not very good at it either.
Hey, look out! She's up to her old tricks, trying to wreck us. Hey, since you two have gotten as friendly as all that, why don't you try to find out what we're making this trip for?
Yeah, how about giving us a lowdown on this dynamite stuff?
What's the difference? You'll find out soon enough. Anyway, you've won.
Boy, what a happy landing.
I never thought I'd be so glad to see a freight depot. Oh, where's Joe Devlin?
Why, Joe's working nights now.
Oh, I'm Hackett from Los Angeles.
Yeah, I've been expecting you, Hackett.
Here's one slip we're sure glad to get signed.
Now for some breakfast. Eggs, bacon, hot cakes, coffee. How does that sound?
All right, I guess.
Oh, don't be a bad loser. The next time I'll let you win.
You have a good trip?
Awful.
What's the matter, engine trouble?
No, but everything else. Where's the sheriff's office?
Why, down at the end of Main Street. What do you want with him?
I want to report a murder.
Murder?
Yes, whoever was trying to stop us killed a guy who wanted to warn us.
Steve, I never thought...
Shut up.
What is this?
Steve, you've got to believe me.
That'll be all from you, sister. I'm taking over from now on.
Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Wait a minute. You're going to get in there.
Steve, please.
All right, you win again.
Take that truck out to Wilson's Ranch. Take him out to the ranch.
What's happening? Where are they going?
Out to the dam, I guess.
We want to see the mayor. Where is he?
Now, just quiet down. No, wait. I'm not going to be quiet. Please. I'm calling for the mayor. Now, don't get excited. I'll have news for you in a minute.
Randolph, I
I understand the third buttress is undermined already.
Yes.
In another hour, the dam will burst.
It's not my fault. What can I do? Floods are an act of God.
But not this one. You and Wilson are responsible.
Why, what do you mean?
Well, you told the people of Indian Head that the main part of the dam would hold and not flood their town. You did it because their vote could get you elected state senator.
But I really believed that it would hold. I didn't know that Wilson was going to jam the floodgates so that they couldn't be opened.
I'd like to believe that, Randolph, but I know you too well.
You don't understand.
I understand this, that the owners of these ranches were afraid that you'd open the floodgates and destroy their homes and lands. So they destroyed the locks. And now the main dam is going out. And when it does, Indian Head will be wiped out.
But we can still save Indian Head. You ordered a truckload of dynamite from Los Angeles. We'll blow the locks, flood the ranches, and pay the owners for the damage done to their land.
That's what Wilson was afraid we'd do. So he used every means he could to stop that truck. When it got through, in spite of him, his men grabbed it here in Indian Head.
We'll get it away from him.
Don't make me laugh. I talked to him on the phone 5 minutes ago. He's not interested in the other ranches. He's only interested in himself. He'll let us have the dynamite as soon as we guarantee him 5 times what his lands and crops are worth.
Mary, you shouldn't have let Wilson send you on that wild goose chase.
You're right, Dad, but I did. And Wilson has the dynamite.
Uh-huh. Then our lands will be saved, and our crops won't be destroyed.
But what about the people in Indian Head?
Well, Randolph said the dam would hold.
Like fools, we believed him.
Huh?
Dad, the first mistake we made was to believe in Randolph. And the second was to let Wilson get his hands on that dynamite.
Well, what do you mean?
Wilson isn't the kind of man who's trying to protect his own ranch. He's after something else. So big that he won't even let murder stand in his way.
Murder?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've won. You and your friend Wilson don't have to worry anymore. Your fields will remain bone dry. There's no way for us to open the emergency locks. And the dam will go out any minute, wiping out the entire town of Indian Head.
I don't believe it.
Wait till we hear what Wilson has to say. Wilson, he'll sell you out for exactly 5 times the price of his land.
He's lying.
He's not lying.
Wilson, you're making a horrible mistake. You won't get away with it.
Maybe. But if I don't get what I want for my crops, you don't get the dynamite. That's simple enough, isn't it?
Jim, how's it look? It's going fast. We've got to relieve the pressure. Keep the shoring gang hard at it.
So when Wilson blew up the emergency store of dynamite they were keeping at the dam, you guys pulled in the picture.
Yeah, but not for very long.
You guys are always cackling like chickens. If you don't shut up, I'll put a beak on you and turn you loose in the barnyard.
Oh, can't a guy ever get any sleep around this joint?
No, you've got to stay awake and worry like I'm worried. You're my helper. Did you know a girl who lives in this town with the name of Mary Stevens?
Sure, her father owns a farm below this one.
I suppose she grew up in a reformatory and spends most of her nights in the town jug.
No, she sings in the church choir.
Must be some tough town, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, let me that cap of yours, will you? I want to try something.
Sure.
Watch this. I guess it's staying up nights that wrecks a guy's aim.
Well, you get 3 out of 5. If you win, you get that mug's watch.
Yeah? Nobody ain't going to get my watch. Sit down, you.
Well, he said I get 3 out of 5.
I'll get it.
Thanks. You make a swell retriever.
Yeah, nice dog.
You're the worst shot I ever did see.
$5 says you can't do it.
It's a bet. There you are.
Ah, you're just lucky.
Another $5 says you can't do it again.
You got the dough.
Yeah.
Okay. A ringer.
Nice going, kid. You did a swell job.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got the mayor of this one-horse town over a barrel.
I know. Where are the two men who drove the truck?
They're inside having the time of their lives.
Well, what's going on here? All right, Mary, turn loose.
That bad Penny's here again.
I had a hunch she was about due.
Okay, Pete, tie him up. Mary, you tie him up.
Here's a ringer for you.
Are you all right, Steve?
What's it to you?
You wouldn't listen when I told you what comes of trying to reform things, eh?
Beginning to think you're right, Bill.
Maybe he was. You're just a chump truck driver.
Don't rub it in.
Sure, I'll rub it in. You've no right to criticize me.
I'm not trying to criticize you. I don't want any part of you.
And I don't want any part of you.
I want my bed.
I'm enjoying this.
You cheap. Woman or no woman, if I had my hands free, I'd... Wait till the cops get you. It'll be 20 years before you get out. They'll stretch that neck of yours plenty. Plenty.
All right. Try and stay awake this time.
Mary, keep this gat on. I've got business to attend to. I'm going to give you a break. I'm $5 up on you. $10 or nothing.
I don't want to bet.
Sure you do. And the man missed.
Thanks, we're even. Joe.
Yeah.
Hold him here.
Come on, Steve, let's go.
What about me?
They've got the key.
What do we do?
Try to coast down.
Don't shoot. You'll head them off.
If there's a turn in this road, we'll never make it.
There's one at the foot of the hill.
Here they come. They'll try to hit us off. I'll let them. I can't stop now. The brakes will burn up.
Those are the emergency locks.
Black as they'll commit suicide. We're through. They're on fire. We're almost over the dam. We've got an idea. Open the door.
Hey, go! Get out!
All right, come. You know, I finally made up my mind.
What?
You fit swell in the garage. Well, Butch.
Come on. They want to see you down at the sheriff's office.
I tell you, I can't. All right, I'll tell him. Who was it? It was Davis, and boy, is he sore.
What for?
Well, you didn't get a receipt for that load.
I'll get him a dozen receipts.
Yeah, but I got some real bad news.
What?
Davis wants to deduct the cost of the truck from our bonuses.
Then we'll owe him money.
I know. I got it fixed. I made a deal with him.
What kind of a deal?
Well, I got him to agree to not to charge us for the trucks if we would...
If what?
Well, if we'd hustle back in and take out another emergency haul.
I won't go. I'm in the garage business. I'm getting married. And I'm off the trucks for good.
We're all in every coffee pot in half a dozen states. We have to put ourselves to sleep by counting license plates. Whoa!